You're welcome to this very interesting segment of our morning show. And my name is Olayinka Gabriel. And with me in the studio, I have some very, very important guests that will be discussing something that has been on the top burner of this state, Taraba State, talking about the issue of mining activity in Taraba State. I have with me first by my left is Engineer Hosea Kutman. By my right, yes, Engineer Hosea Kutma Ali. Sorry for Engineer Kutma is the federal mining officer for Taraba State. You're welcome to Some TV.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presenter.
Thank you so much. I also have by my far right is Mr. Audu Solomon Meyaki, is the representative of the title holders in Taraba State. Mr. Solomon, you're welcome to the morning show on Some TV. I also have by my left Bashiru Mohammed, is the chairman Miners Association of Nigeria, Taraba State Chapter. You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Viewers, we're going to take a report yesterday on Taraba or on Some TV. We had a report on the activities of this gentleman and the association. And very briefly now, we're going to take that report. And after that report, we'll go straight into the conversation. Please don't miss it.
The two associations, Miners Association of Nigeria, Mine Focus Union of Nigeria, Taraba State chapters, and all the mineral title holders in Taraba State. We're saying thank you to His Excellency, and thank you to S.A. Soldier, thank you to S.A. What's your name again? President Ghana and S.A. Abdel Aziz for within this short notice you allow us to come and see you, to tell you thank you on behalf of all of us. We're saying thank you for that. Please, Your Excellency, all of us have said everything. We believe through this gentleman, we are going to hear our cry and do the needful. Thank you very much. Mr. President. Please,
you don't have to cover judo.
Good afternoon. My name is Honorable Abdul Aziz Bilianichu, Special Advisor on Mineral Resource Development North. And if you recall, there was a congratulatory visit from the Miners Association and Miners Workers Association, led by the Federal Mining Officer, to congratulate us on our appointment by His Excellency Dr. Kefas Abu. We welcome them all, and all of them have presented their plea as miners. But we don't want such plea to be a kind of self-centered plea, because government of Dr. Abu Kefas is a people-oriented government that most of the time takes decision that will be in favor of the government, the people, and other stakeholders in the business. So they presented their case to us in the course of the congratulatory visit. We've listened to all their pleas. But what we want you to know as media men is that government always takes decision that is good for the government, for community development, and for industry players. And that is the more reason why mining was suspended in Taraba State. And we believe every decision taken by the government will not be a permanent one. There will be some review in the course of time. And when that is done, such activities will come back into place when the government deems it necessary and beneficial. So, on this note, I'd like to thank you for accompanying them. And this is the little message on behalf of my colleagues, the Special Advisor on Mineral Resource Development Central and the Special Advisor on Mineral Resource Development South in the persons of Honorable Dantanimo Soja and Dangana Abu. I remain Honorable Abdulaziz Biliamin Shula. Thank you. Will come back when the government.
Okay. Very quickly, is a follow-up to that particular report, and I have the gentleman here within our studio that will be talking about the issue of mining. If you remember, the executive governor of Taraba State, talking about Governor Abu Kefas, issued Executive Order 3 and Executive Order 2.
5.
And Executive Order 5. And by that order, the issue of mining activities in Taraba State was suspended. And since then, there has been fought and to and fought. You remember the General Faransa led committee, and the issue of stopping of illegal mining activity, the issue of degradation. And this is almost 2 years, and gentlemen are here in the studio to talk about that, and particularly what is the way forward as far as mining activity is concerned in the state. Let me start with the federal officer. What's the way forward?
Thank you very much, my dear presenter, and viewers of Sound TV. I'm proud to be here. Very wonderful studio. Thank you. The way forward is as simple as that. We appeal to His Excellency to please review this Executive Order 005 so that mining activity will resume back fully. And it's, like I said, it's simple in the sense that the Ministry of Solid Mineral Development, that is the ministry I'm working with, and of course the Miners Association and the mineral title holders are ready to cooperate with the state government in the way, in whatever they want the mining and the mining sector to be carried out in Taraba State. We are ready for that.
Okay, Chairman, there has been some engagement about this issue of mining. What is, because one of the fear of the state government is the issue of your members, the way they degrade land, and some of this activity. So what do you think is the solution so that when this thing is lifted, we won't go back to where we are before?
Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah, the simple thing here is just the government of the state, government of the Taraba State. We want them to bring out the guideline that they said that they are going to bring,
For his money.
for mining. If they brought the guideline or they bring the guideline for mining, if from there that we can see what they want and what contravent the Mining Act or mining regulation, whereby we consider, okay, please, let us just see all these things and sit down with them and just correct what is supposed to be corrected and then move forward.
That means your members are ready to cooperate?
Our members are ready to cooperate after they bring out the guideline. But now we are just waiting for the guideline from the state government.
Okay, title holders.
Yeah.
What is the way forward?
So the way forward, as my chairman and mines officer just said, is not anyway. We are only appealing. What we are saying here is we are appealing to the state government to look into this issue and come out with a guideline quickly to enable title holders go back to their site with immediate effect. Why? Because most of the title holders, as some of them has their license from the Federal Cadastral in Abuja, some are given 2 years, some are given 5 years. And if you look at the embargo on the mining activities, when you take away somebody you are given 5 years, take away 2 years of work schedule, you know that has become redundant. And the question is it the state government that is going to give additional 2 years, or the state government that will give additional year to the year written on the license? That is one. Then secondly is the issue of most of the title holders indebted in the sense that most of them borrowed money from various banks to carry out these activities, because mining activities is capital intensive, and so when the order came, all work has been penned to obey the executive order. By so, things are not going well with the miners, especially title holders, that have committed themselves by borrowing money from various banks to start up one or two things, and it is telling. So as I speak, I'm just speaking from the angle of the title holders. That is what majority of the title holders are facing. So it is ideal for me to come out and aid, so that the governor or the government of the day will look into it and reverse this Executive Order 5, so that the title holders can mobilize and go back to the site, so that, and by so doing, the GDP of the state can boost. Because mining, after agriculture, mining came second. In terms of employment and the regs. So by doing that, if all is on deck and we are agreed with the rules and regulations of the state government, why? Because we know the issue of the national air disaster, that if you embark on mining, you know the rules and regulations. So we're waiting for the state government to bring out their rules and regulations, so that miners can go back to the site.
Okay, federal officer. A lot of people argue that the issue of mining is in the exclusive lists, and we know things that are in the exclusive lists are supposed to be things that are exclusive rights of the federal government. How did it come about the state government suspending this activity? And what is the difference between the issue of licensing miners and the issue of, because this other 5, as we look at it, is basically talking about the degradation of the land, which we know that maybe land based on the Land Act belong to the state government. I just wanted to balance these two issues. The issue of mining being in the exclusive list and the issue of the Executive Order 5.
Thank you very much. Like you initially said, mining is on the exclusive, and it's very clear about that, which means that control, regulation of mining activities is strictly to be carried out by the federal government of Nigeria. As such, whatever state government wants to do, they must be conscious of that. And all the miners that have applied their licenses, they are aware of that before applying to get their licenses. So it's only the miners that were taken unaware by the actions of the state governments in now coming using the Land Act to box in the title holders, which we are saying is not fair. Okay? Now, what's the way forward? The complaints that most state government do is that mining deteriorate or destroy environment. And we always tell them, or always make it very clear to them that the ministry this ministry has been in the system for almost 60 to 70 years. So you can't expect someone that is almost 60 to 70 years have not seen the effect of what he's doing. So what I'm saying is the ministry is very conscious, is aware of the effect of mining on the environment. As such, it has put in place departments that ensure that the environment is regulated, the environment is protected. Like you have what is called Mines Environmental Compliance Department. You can see, even from the name, you know that this department was put in place to ensure that the activities of these mineral title holders is carried out in a way that the environment will not be destroyed. How will they do that? That's what we call environmental impact assessment. Before you start any mining activities, you must carry that environmental impact assessment. So you should expect that no any government in this present.
But one of the problems we are faced is that it looks as if the federal government has not lived up to its responsibility in terms of this environmental impact assessment. I happen to follow the committee to some of the area, and we saw how in Akwana, in some other places, in some part of Bali, how the land has been, you could see some of the picture. Now that the miners are ready to cooperate, how will the federal government ensure that some of these things that already, because from what you say, there is already a provision for how the land will be taken care of. How is the federal government going to come in to ensure that this issue of environmental degradation is taken care of?
Thank you very much. Before I answer the question, let me clarify this too. We have illegal miners and we have legal miners. Legal miners like this, the two gentlemen that are here, can do any mining that will destroy the environment. Prohibition has been made that after opening excavation they've done, after exhausting the mineral that is there, they must reclaim that area. So you should know that one. So this picture you are seeing of this, maybe the places you visited, these are activities of illegal miners, not legal miners. No legal miner will carry money like this, as long as we're there, because we always have to supervise what they are doing. And like I said, we have EIA. We must always supervise in conjunction with the EIA they submitted to us. And for the illegal people, there's a task force that was put in place to control and stop this thing. Because when these illegal miners are allowed to work like that, they want to easily destroy the environment, and people will now put the blame on us. But the task force is doing it best. That is why in Taraba State we are even happy with the state government for that thing, because the task force they put in place is supposed to effect their action on illegal miners, not legal miners.
Okay, Chairman. How do you, now that your members are saying the state government should lead, how will you handle the issue of the illegal miners? Because based on what officers have said, is in support that the illegal miners should be stopped, but those of you who are legally mining should be allowed to continue. How is your association going to assist in handling the issue of illegal miners?
Well, it is very simple thing now. In a simple way, our companies, that is legal miners, will absorb those who are illegal in their own companies to be their own workers. You see, so from there, you can't see any illegal mining. But if they leave the side like this without any working there, because of the things that is happening now in the country, the hardship, that's whereby people are going outside, or in the absence of the activities there, then you can see people going there to go and mine something which is illegally. But if things are just okay now, as we are just appealing to His Excellency to lift up the suspension, then the miners would just, or the legal miners would just absorb those illegal, if there are any. But if there is no any illegal mining, then things will just go away without any problem.
Okay, title holders. Legal, illegal. What are you going to do to ensure that the activities of the illegal miner are stopped?
Once and foremost, thank you very much. We really appreciate His Excellency on the issue of this illegal miner by setting up a committee headed by General Faransa retired. That committee really boosts really cope the situation seriously, because like we are seeing on the screen here, no any legal miner will carry on activities like this, because all the rules and regulations that guides it. The moment you open the land, there's a provision when you open, and there's a provision you guide, and the provision you covered after assessing the mineral deposits. So there is no any right-thinking legal miner will carry out an activities like this. I think that is established. Then the issue we are appealing for the state government to look into is issue of lifting of the ban, where we can able to check the issue of this illegal and illegal. Why I'm saying this is, if an illegal miner is carrying on activities, it is the legal miner that is working on that site. Because most of the times, the state government cannot be going around the bush to know what is happening in the forests where they do carry out this act. It is somebody that is working close. Then already there's a provision, there's how will I put it? There is an organization, committee on mining within our association that knows the legal and illegal. So I believe the state government should harmonize and work with the association to see and even give them more sight on this is legal and this is illegal, so that we can have a mutual understanding and people work freely. We are happy because they have fished out the illegal. So at least they should now allow the legal to go, so that when they go, the GDP of the state will still rise. Because if you look at it from the state is going backward. Because at least after agriculture, the next is mining. So I will plead that the state government should look at it, because most of us are indebted, as I rightly said here. So money have been tied down. Please, they should allow us to do our job, so that we too can contribute to the development of the state as well.
Okay,
Thank
sorry,
you.
our time is up. That's where we're going to stop. We from Sun TV, we call on the state government to harmonize all this together. 2 years is quite a long period of time, and it's good that we know that mining is contributing greatly to the development, and particularly since the vision of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, is to see how to improve the economy of Taraba State, and Taraba State having to be one of the mining states. So we call on His Excellency to look at how guidelines for activity can be looked at, and mining activity continue, while the task force continue to look at those who are not legally miners. We hope that this calls from the Association for the Ministry, there will be a synergy that will be put together to see how the way forward. All is in the interest and the development of Taraba State. I want to sincerely appreciate you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Yes.
On the last note, I want to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Kefasabu, for appointing 3 good gentlemen to serve as advisors to him on foreign mineral in Taraba State. To us, it's a good development. It shows that any moment from now, mining activity will resume in Taraba State. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Your Excellency, for appointing 3 special advisors, one for the north, one for the central, and one for the south of mining. That shows the commitment of His Excellency on the issue of mining in activity. This is where we're going to end morning show today on Some TV. Morning show comes to you every Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. like this. And it's an interesting way. We bring you a lot of programs, a lot of guests on the studio. You can always join us. We are on all the free-to-air decoders. We are on CSAT, we are on PSAT, we are on Strong, we are on all the free-to-air decoders, and also on the Nigerian NICOL SAT. You can also get us on Facebook at Some TV. We are also on YouTube, and we are also on Infotext. I remained your host this morning, Olayinka Gabriel. See you on Monday on another edition of the morning show. But remember that we still have a lineup of program for you today. Some TV is available 24 hours. We bring you a series of program, an interesting one. See you again, and goodbye for now.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe